Today is a wonderful morning, and today we have a inspiring vegan, Ousman Banda from East Africa. He is a inspiration for all those who think that veganism needs facilities. To follow veganism, we need too much of money. So we do not need facilities, we do not need money, we need only willpower. And today we are going to hear it from Usman Manda. So it is pleasure to have you on our show, Usman.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Usman, please tell us um, from which country you are and tell your inspiring story. How did your mind turned towards veganism?
My name is Ousman Banda, a 22 years old young man living in East Africa, Malawi.
How did you turn vegan? Did you ever eat meat in your life?
Okay. My veganism journey started in 2010. By
Okay,
then I was 10 years old. Yeah, 10 years old.
okay,
I am an orphan. I don't have both parents.
okay.
My father died while I was just 2 years old.
Yes.
And in 2010, I was only with my mom. So
Okay,
my mother had some healthy problems by then. So the doctor advised us that my mom should be on vegetarian diet.
okay,
So I was only the person helping my mom to cook. He eats her vegetarian diet. So as the days were going, I thought it bad that my mom should be eating vegetables while I myself eating meat and other products. So for my mom's happiness, I decided to turn into vegetarian diet. So I told my mom, no, we'll be eating vegetables together. Why, my son? I said, no, I feel it bad that I should be eating meat and you should be eating your vegetables. So we started eating vegetables from 2010 up to 2015. In 2015, my mom died, and I continued that way till I reached 2020. In 2020, I met a certain man on Facebook who introduced me to veganism. So I have been a vegetarian man from 2010. In 2020, I received vegan news, so it was not very hard for me to accept the reality of veganism. And from 2020 till now, that's when my mind and my main focus is on animal rights. You know, I'm very proud now to be a vegan because this man taught me everything on how especially about animal cruelty, how vegan is, its principles, everything. So from 2020, we have been in touch up to this day, 2023, that I decided to be an inspiration to others on how to become vegans. Being vegan doesn't mean you should be rich. No, I'm not rich. And it only needs your uh, compassion. You should feel in your heart because uh, veganism is not only about food. That's where people get it wrong. Veganism is not only about food. It's a philosophical. You have to feel it in your mind. It's veganism is just like how some people are religious. Some people are atheists. So it's in the mind. Same applies to veganism. It's not only about food. So people think that maybe veganism needs to be rich to afford those expensive stuff, whatever. No. And another thing is that here in my rural area, you know, we mostly depend on farming.
yes.
So we farm, we produce, the community produce different types of vegetables. I can talk of nuts, I can talk of uh, um, vegetables, I can talk of fruits. We have these throughout the year.
But I
Very
think,
good.
but
Mm.
I think it is difficult to do farming in African countries. Is it so?
Yes. It's a bit hard, and especially for someone who doesn't own a land. Like in my case, the main challenge is that I don't own a land. Had it
Okay.
been I had my own garden, that would be very easy. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So, what all things are you growing in farm? Can you
Okay.
explain?
Mm.
Are you doing
Okay.
it on your own, or are you taking somebody's help to grow the plants?
Yeah, sometimes I do it alone just to rent a field. I do rent a field and then grow my crops there. I do mixed farming, mixed farming.
Okay.
It is best for me as a vegan.
So that you get the variety of foods to eat. What is the status in your society about veganism? How they are accepting veganism, or they are rejecting you, or they have an eye on you that you are vegan and you are opposing them not to eat animals?
Frankly talking, Mr. Tor, here in Malawi, we have a very few number of vegans, and not in my community. I'm only one person. It's only myself. So you can imagine how the journey, how tough it is to stand in front of millions of people and tell them that this is long.
So you are standing alone, the one man army, and
Mm,
I think many people will join you in future, because
yeah.
you know what, doing right things for longer period of time without opposing others
Mm,
create an impact on others to change.
mm,
You do not tell
mm,
anything to anybody, and I think
mm,
this strategy can change the mind of many people around you, and you can also promote it in the name of health. You will gain the benefits in the health. So uh, what are the different kinds of fruits or food you are growing in the farm?
Okay. I plant groundnuts.
Groundnuts. Okay.
I plant maize, or you say corn, and yeah, and I mix with cassava.
Cassava. What is it? Cassava?
Yeah. Don't you know cassava?
No, I don't know
Cassava
cassava.
tubers.
Uh,
Oh,
do you have a sample
okay.
near you?
Oh, yeah. Let me go outside and I'll show you what cassava is. Okay. Let me just turn my camera back if it can be turned. Yes. Uh, this is corn,
Okay.
and yeah, this is cassava. This is cassava.
You mean to say sweet potato?
Yes, there are even it's a class of potatoes. I have potatoes too, and these are pumpkins. These are my vegetables. Pumpkins.
Okay.
Yeah, pumpkins, pumpkin leaves. These are the vegetables I like most. So to talk of fruits, fruits are just everywhere. Of course, these are out of season. These are oranges, and we have mangoes there. You can see mangoes trees behind.
Yes. I can see that the land is not good for agriculture. Still, you are working hard on it, and
Yeah.
cultivating so many foods over there.
Yes.
This is very inspirational for us, because we are having all the
Mm.
facilities over here, but not many people are turning into vegan.
Mhm.
Did you drink milk before that, before you turned vegan?
Yeah, I was drinking milk, eating meat. I was doing that.
What are the health benefits now you're getting after abandoning the meat and milk products and milk?
Yeah, especially on the milk, I have a substitute. I used to make soybean milk.
Okay. Do you grow soybean in your
Yeah.
farm?
Mm. Not really in my farm, but from some of the community members, they do grow it. So I just buy from them when I am able.
Okay.
Mm.
You're an orphan. So how did you earn money? What is the source of income
It's
for you?
The source of income now is through farming, piecework, working in people's farms. Let's say you have a farm and you want someone to do weeding for you or to make ridges for you. So you can just hire me. I work for you. You give me
Okay,
money.
it is just like contract manufacturing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes. So you
sure.
have found ways to empower veganism in your area, and this is very good inspiration for all others because I see in African countries farming is not so usual, and it is very difficult to do farming, and they don't spare animals in the rural areas for food. And
Mm,
really, this is very inspirational, and young people like you, if enter into this field, then it becomes more inspiring story. And one more thing I want to tell you, um,
yeah.
you have so much bliss on your face. You have not recognized that, but other people might be recognizing that, and I'm sure for that. What more you want to tell others about veganism, and how can they adopt, and how can they do hard work to make veganism a lifestyle of every single human on the earth?
Okay. I would advise people, my fellow vegans, that veganism has also some challenges because it's a journey. Once you adopt it, you should first accept that you will face some challenges. From it can be family members, of course, I don't have family members, but it can be from community where you live and the a nation at large. So we need to fight in a very polite way without going against those people. Veganism is not argumentative. We don't argue in veganism. Okay, we tell people in a very polite way. I can give you an example. If you are at the gathering, any social gathering, or it can be a birthday party, whatever it can be, and they are non-vegan foods, you have to tell the waiters in a very polite way, sorry, I'm sorry. Can you bring me a bottle of water, or can you bring me some particular foods to feed my lifestyle? That is in a very polite way. Okay. So that's how uh, we cope with some challenges in veganism. And number two, don't think of looking back, going back to non-veganism life. No. Once, let's move forward and let's keep fighting for the sake of animals and planet we love. That's love. That's being kind. Because when we are talking of kindness, you cannot say you are kind while you have dead animals on your table. No. So kindness is not only on human beings, and it is also on animals' life. And every life matters. It can be a life of an animal and a life of a human being. We all, our lives matter because animals have also feelings and emotions. You know, they do feel sorry. They do feel pain. And I can give you an example of this. When I once killed an animal, a chicken. You know, when you are killing a chicken, it battles for its life. That's an indication that it feels pain.
Yes.
Okay, it feels pain. So think of how people kill uh, goats, uh, cows, how animals battle for themselves, for their lives. So it's an indication that really animals feel pain, have emotions. An animal can cry just as a human being. So our lives matters. We are same with animals. So that's what I can advise fellow vegans, that when you are trying to make a decision to turn back, you should think of animals' lives. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I can.
Yes, so kind and so peaceful words from my friend Usman Banda. And one more thing I would like to ask you is, uh, What was your education as you are an orphan? I think your education is not so much. Is it
Mm.
so?
Yeah, yes, my education is not so much. I finished secondary school education in 2020, and I was enrolled at a local university here, but I failed to go for it because I had no one to pay for my tuition fees and the like. So I don't have much education. I didn't attend tertiary education because of that, but I'm thinking that I will do that in the future after I establish my small scale business once having an opportunity to have capital. So I'll be saving for my education studies. That's my plan.
So you have a great vision. And one more thing I would like to tell about you is that you have not studied too much, but your thoughts and your decision power is greater than the people
Oh, okay.
who are educated and who are
Mm,
not willing to abandon the non-veg food or the addictions of the life.
mm,
I congratulate for the decision you have made for your life and for the earth to make our earth a very peaceful, balanced, and stable place to live. And
mm.
one more thing I would like to ask you is uh, when are you planning to marry?
Okay. When I'm planning to marry, I think it should be some years coming because now you have seen you have held my challenges. So to marry right now, I can add a more responsibility than living myself. Right now, I manage myself to have a food on my table fit for myself. So if I
Okay.
can take someone, yeah, I'll add responsibility. But all will be possible when I am my situation normalizes. Maybe 10 years coming, that will be 2032. That's my goal.
Okay. Do you
Yes.
need a vegan girl or you will adjust with another because you don't have anybody
No,
in me?
yeah, okay. But then I think I would prefer to have a vegan girl. So that would depend on the uh, period of courtship. I think we'll discuss that in the courtship, so that the girl can be can be willing to turn to veganism for a number of years, and then we can get married. Mm.
So thank you, Usman, for your kind words and peaceful words, and it will surely inspire all our viewers and all
Oh,
other non-vegans and all the aspiring vegans to move towards veganism, to move towards not only veganism, to move towards
mm,
kindness, compassion, peace, love,
mm, mm.
and all these basic values of humanities. You are a very great example for a humanity. Thank you.
Thank you very much.